Welcome to this edition of Reckless Eating Shorts, aka Shorts. Matt Zine along with Chuck Roland. Chris bitched out his passing out on the couch.
Food coma.
What time did you get up this morning?
4.
Alright, Chris is up at 4 a.m. I got to sleep in. What about you?
I got to sleep in too.
Really nice too. Yeah. Alright, so we're trying something I found at Stater Brothers on discount. This is Bird Dog Maple Flavored Whiskey. It's 40% alcohol by volume, and I got it for $7.50.
Oh, it must be good.
Right. I know. You know what the nice thing about Stater Brothers? I think Stater Brothers has solid prices. They're a little more expensive than Walmart or Target, but I like the experience of Stater's because it's one of the last smaller markets you can walk around that's all over the place. Mm-hmm. But the hidden secret behind Stater Brothers is if you go into the back where they have the employee stuff, they always have a bin of their discount stuff. And I've had this happen about 4 or 5 times where they just get rid of alcohol. And like this is kind of expensive, $7.50 for this, but I've gotten a couple things of wine for like $3 or $4. Like we did the on the main show was that Sriracha vodka, and I got it for like $3 because they were just getting rid of it. So it's sometimes you'll find some really good deals. I always check back there just in case.
Hey, I got a friend that works at Stater Brothers. He's hooked me up with this hard alcohol on discount. It's okay.
So, flavor, I don't think I'm going to taste any maple in this at all. What do you think? I think I'm just going to literally taste whiskey.
I agree. It's going to be...
It's going to be whiskey.
Absolute whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey. So I had my first experience. You were there with it, right? Were you? Yeah, you and me did it. Mm-hmm. We had our first experience with doing just straight liquor. Or at least my first experience. You've done it before. Yeah. But just liquor on the rocks. What did we do again with Justin?
It was
one that has the little dribble on it. It wasn't rum, was it? Or was it whiskey?
No. It might have been. I think it was whiskey.
So yeah, but we did that.
It wasn't. I don't think it was bourbon or scotch.
We were at a casino, and Justin was getting that, and I was like, I wanted something to sip on. I didn't want to just waste my money like immediately. Yeah. So yeah, we all got that, and like that sucks. I'll never do that again. Yeah. That is terrible. It was not tasty and enjoyable at all. Yeah. Sipping on rubbing alcohol.
Was it Maker? It was Maker's Mark.
It was Maker's Mark, yeah, and it was not good. And Hobo Brown insulted Justin like crazy for that. All right. So how much is a shot then?
About that.
All right. Ooh, I do smell maple along with rubbing alcohol. I do not understand people that drink hard alcohol that say that there's all these different aromas and flavors and like it's just rubbing alcohol every time. It doesn't matter what it is. But do you smell the maple?
I smell the rubbing alcohol.
Chris, you should be drinking with us right now. His ass is just hanging out. Oh, you heard that, didn't you? You fat All right, here we go. What will maple flavored whiskey taste like? Probably
just whiskey.
Here we go. Ooh, that's actually really good. I do taste the maple in there. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, very slight. I do taste the maple.
I think it offsets the rubbing. I mean, the rubbing alcohol is dominant.
Yeah,
it's like 80% rubbing alcohol and 20% whiskey. But like that 20% makes
it puts that burn on your tongue like a whiskey would.
That is not bad at all.
Yeah, I think you let it sit a while. I mean, let it sit in your mouth a while on the palate, and yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
All right, let's do that.
You feel it. You're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's this is probably one of the most pleasant shots that I've had of a harder alcohol. I can see myself being an old like sitting like crying in the corner in the dark, like just pouring shots of this.
Like this, yeah.
Because there are better shots out there of like fruitier types of alcohol, but
yeah,
let's do a little sip. Just a little sip. That's not bad. That actually is a really good sip. The maple offsets it like crazy.
Yeah. You let it sit for a little bit. I mean, then you like take it down. It's very smooth.
It is actually quite smooth. Now, if I was walking around in Vegas and I got on the rocks, I would consider getting this.
Yeah,
this is actually
a lot better than Maker's Mark.
Oh my God, Maker's Mark was f***ing terrible.
Yeah,
every sip was agony, and then we were drunk from it, but I still had about half. And I wanted to get food, but the food court wouldn't let you go in with alcohol. Yeah, and even though it was in the casino. So I had to sit there with Chuck, and we just had to down him real quick. Yeah. Oh, it sucked. And you couldn't down it because of the ice. You had to sip on it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. We're sitting here like old getting drunk. Not bad. Only a couple seconds of death.
Yeah. You still get that slight burn, and it goes through your nose, but it's not as unpleasant as a regular whiskey would give you.
Nowhere near as unpleasant.
Yeah.
I am super shocked at how much I like it. I will keep this. I think this would actually be a decent little thing. What would you mix this with, though, if you want to make a drink? I don't know.
I don't know. What would you mix whiskey with to begin with?
I think there are things you can make, right?
So I'm trying to think of old fashioned, but I think old fashioned is bourbon. It's not whiskey.
There's got to be something you can mix whiskey with. I mean, let us know in the comments if we're wrong or not, or if there is like a recipe. But like I think this is probably my favorite whiskey I've ever had. I haven't had very many, maybe 2 or 3, but I really like this. I'd give it a 4. I think it's very.
When I've had Bushmills, that's a good whiskey, and it'll also you up too.
If I edited out the part where you said Mills, you just say I had Bush.
when I've had Bush, had that too.
That's gross. They gotta take care of it down there. I'm okay with a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit's
cool,
not fine.
But when it's
a little bit is fine.
when you pull down the panties though and it goes, "Welcome to the jungle, baby, you're gonna die." That's when we have a problem.
Yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5. It's very good, very smooth. Leaves you with the slight burn, but it doesn't stay with you like a regular whiskey does.
One more for the road.
Why not?
Why not? We're gonna force Chris to get up and get food in a second anyway. We won't have to force him. We'll just say, "Chris, food," and he starts wandering like a zombie. All right, I'll definitely keep this though. I'm not sure how often I'll drink it, but I'll definitely keep it. Here we go. Thank you for joining us for this edition of We Shorts, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Reckless eating! Reckless eating!